Every plant you were taught about follows the same rules. Roots in the soil, green leaves in the sun, a flower that rewards whatever comes to visit. These 8 break those rules, and each is hiding something. The dancing plant. In the forests of South and Southeast Asia, a small shrub stands among hundreds of others. Nothing about it demands attention. Then one leaf begins to move. No wind touches it. The tiny side leaves rise, fall, and rotate in slow arcs. Codariocalyx motorius, the dancing plant. Most plants bend toward light over hours. This one repositions its side leaves within minutes. Driven by pressure changes in swollen cells at their base, warmth speeds it up. In total darkness, the leaves keep turning for over a day. It may be chasing light or shedding heat. The plant never learned to walk. It learned to move without going anywhere. One plant moves in plain sight. The next hides its entire life, then opens the largest single flower on Earth. Rafflesia. Rafflesia has no leaves, no stem, no roots, no green at all. It lives as microscopic threads inside a jungle vine, drinking from living tissue. Then a bud pushes through the bark. Over months it swells, then splits. 5 red lobes unfold, spotted like damaged skin. The largest, Rafflesia arnoldi, opens to almost 1 meter across and weighs 11 kilograms. It has days to reproduce. Each bloom is male or female, and 2 rarely open close enough or at the same hour. So it builds something the forest cannot ignore: the smell of a carcass. Flies pour in expecting rotting flesh. They cross its center, leave dusted with pollen, and hunt for another corpse that was never there. Its first act of life is a flawless performance of death. Rafflesia fakes decay for a few days. Sumatra grows a giant that waits 10 years for the same trick and heats its own body to spread it. The corpse flower. Beneath the rainforest sits the largest underground food store of any flowering plant. A swollen stem gathers energy in darkness. Year after year, nothing breaks the soil. Then it spends everything. A thick spike bursts out, climbing 10 centimeters a day. Within weeks, it passes 3 meters. A maroon sheath unfolds around it. It looks like one enormous flower. It is not. Hundreds of tiny flowers sit hidden at the base of the central column. Before insects reach them, the column warms. Thermal cameras show heat rising up its surface in waves. The spike hits 36 degrees, human body temperature, and pushes the smell into the night air. Carrion beetles and flesh flies change direction. They find a plant. Its female flowers ripen on the first night. Its pollen waits until the second, so the giant cannot fertilize itself. Then the spike collapses. The heat and the smell are gone. 10 years of patience spent on 2 nights of rot. Underground, another plant lets its visitor walk in, then makes the walls too smooth to climb. Idnora. A beetle in southern Africa follows the smell of rotting meat toward a slit in the earth. It crawls inside. Nothing closes behind it. Nothing has to. Idnora lives underground, fused to the roots of desert euphorbias. No leaves, no chlorophyll, only the flower ever surfaces. 3 thick lobes split the soil like leathery rock. Brown outside, salmon orange within. The inner wall is polished smooth. Above it, stiff bristles line the rim, pointing down. They let beetles fall in. They block every root back out. For 3 days, the beetles crawl through the dark. The female organs ripen first. Whatever pollen they carried in is delivered before the flower releases a grain of its own. Only when that phase ends do the anthers split. The walls dry and roughen. The grip fails. Just over half of them climb back into the sunlight, dusted with pollen. The rest are still inside when the flower rots. Half the prisoners never come out. The other half leave as couriers. The next plant never holds its prey in the dark. It only makes sure the light leads nowhere. The cobra lily. Cold water seeps through bogs from Northern California into Oregon. Curved green tubes rise above them, each ending in a swollen hood with 2 pointed lobes hanging beneath like a cobra's tongue. It never strikes. Nectar draws insects under the hood and through a small opening. Inside waits a bright chamber, scattered with patches of light. Sunlight passes through translucent windows in the hood. Flies launch toward them, hit the wall, fall, and try again. The real entrance disappears among the reflections. Below, the tube narrows. Smooth walls give way to downward-pointing hairs. Every climb drives the insect deeper. The cobra lily makes almost no digestive enzymes. Microorganisms in the fluid break the bodies down for it. Every window promises escape. None of them leads outside. On 2 mountains in Borneo, a trap hides nothing at all and holds liters. The giant pitcher plant. A giant pitcher hangs in the mist forests of Borneo. Its mouth is wide enough for a small animal. Its chamber holds 3.5 liters of fluid. Rain wets the ribbed rim and turns it slick. An insect steps forward, loses its grip, drops. The waxy walls offer nothing to hold. In this nitrogen-starved soil, every insect is a meal the roots cannot reach. For more than a century, one question stayed open. Why build a trap this large to catch ants? Hidden cameras found a different visitor. Mountain tree shrews climb onto the pitcher and lick nectar from under the lid. The feeding surface holds them directly over the opening. And while they eat, they defecate. Straight into the pitcher. The plant takes the nutrients and harms nothing. The largest trap in the plant kingdom makes much of its living as a toilet. In the Namib, a plant lives 2,000 years without growing anything new. Welwitschia. 2 leaves. That is the entire plant. It will never grow a third. Across the gravel plains, Welwitschia keeps the pair it grew as a seedling and extends them from the base, year after year. Wind shreds the ends into ribbons until 2 leaves look like hundreds. The lineage reaches back more than 100 million years, to ground once crossed by dinosaurs. Rain here brings 30 millimeters a year. Cool Atlantic air rolls inland before sunrise. Droplets bead on the leaves. For decades, the fog was the answer. Then the leaves were measured. The fog on them showed no link to how fast they grew, and no water passed inward through their pores. So researchers dug. 1/2 meter down lies a crust of gypsum, damp from old rain threaded with roots. The fog drips off the leaves onto the sand. The plant drinks from below. Most plants measure their lives in seasons. This one measures them in civilizations. Welwitschia lets the fog fall past it. On an island in the Arabian Sea, a tree builds an entire crown to catch it. The dragon blood tree. Across the plateaus of Socotra, thousands of trees stand like umbrellas turned inside out. Bare trunks rise from pale stone into dense flat crowns. The shape is a machine. Fog moves in from the sea through the packed branches. Droplets collect on the waxy leaves, run down the trunk, and reach the roots. Into ground the crown keeps in shade, but the legend begins with a wound. Cut the bark and thick crimson resin pushes through. It darkens, then hardens. For thousands of years, people carried this dragon's blood along the incense roots. Medicine, pigment, varnish, ritual. The color created the myth. The wound reveals the function. The resin seals the opening, hardens against insects and fungi, and shields the trunk from the sun. No lure, no trap, no poison, only patience, hardened in place. The tree never bled because it was wounded. It bled so it could survive the wound.